that moment, I knew my life had changed forever.
Hello, how you doing? Yes. Can we all just stand up really quick because you've been sitting for a minute? Can we all stand up, move our legs around? I am Tina, otherwise...
Meet Tina, Starz Tina Wilson, a beacon of hope and transformation for women over 40. As a licensed life and health coach, Tina specializes in empowering those who have faced life's toughest challenges.
Here's the edge of your seat. So when someone says, Tina, how did you do? I'm going to say, I had it at the edge of their seat.
Drawing from her personal triumphs over tragedy, Tina guides women on a transformative journey. Her unique approach is grounded in the 5 pillars of transformation: mindset, heart set, nutrition, fitness, and resilience. Tina's mind, body, and soul awakening program isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Through her online fitness boutique studio, she merges physical well-being with emotional growth. As an international motivational speaker, Tina's voice resonates across continents. She inspires and educates through her podcast, her dynamic presence on platforms like Clubhouse and Toastmasters International, and her compelling storytelling. Celebrating her latest achievement, the publication of her first book, No More Traumedy, Tina continues to leave a lasting mark in the art of transformation.
I said I need to make a book for anyone who's had some type of trauma or tragedy, because there's no playlist. People don't like to talk about it. Remember, I was with my coach and I'm like, well, this person's got a cool thing. They do motivation. They do finances. I talk about traumedy. That's not cute. He's like, Tina, you make traumedies look good.
Yeah.
Starz Tina Wilson, transforming lives.
I'm like, woo, woo, woo. Thank you, Kim, for a great segment. Alrighty, Crow. So if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. I am Starz Tina. Today is going to be a drop dead amazing segment. And if this is your first time, I want to welcome you. And I just want you to reach out to the person above you, below you. If you are on Instagram, hi there, Natasha. Hi there, Babs. If you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, wherever you are, I want to say good morning to you. So I actually was going to skip my sketch segment today because I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm at an event, and this event is bananas, but it's because of this community, Breakfast with Champions. If you want to change your mindset, if you want to change your money, your friends, your relationship, your love life, your everything, this is the place you want to go to. Marilyn, I just want to give you a great big shout out and say thank you for keeping this community going. I've been riding like a ride or die here since 2020, and it's changed my life. We're on Facebook. You can join us there. When you come to this space, we're going to give you that motivation, education, and inspiration. I am Starz Tina, your life and health coach. And today I'm going to be sharing 3 things that you can do to have that traumedy no more mindset. Now you're probably saying, what is that? Right? So Ramon Ray is just amazing. I met him a couple of years ago in New York when Breakfast with Champions had an in-person event, and his energy, it's like he is my twin when it comes to like speaking, right? His energy is up there, and I've just learned so much about him and this community. And he invited us to his event last year. Actually, it was this year. The time is flying. Good morning, Scott. How are you? Scott Simons and Ramon Ray's coming up after me, so make sure you stay tuned. And I talk about your community, right? Your vibe is your tribe. And Ramon has an event, and he had a speaker on stage, and the speaker's name is Lamar Tyler. Let me hear you. Type it in somewhere. Lamar Tyler. Renee, put his information somewhere in here, because let me tell you, it's about communities, but it's really dialing in and going deep. Right? Deep into your communities. So I started with Breakfast with Champions. Yes. From there, I met Ramon. I met a lot of amazing men and women. I've done a lot of business with the people on here. But I got here on Wednesday, I believe. And can I say, I thought my life had changed and was amazing before, but can we just talk about clarity? Last week, I talked about clarity. Today, we're going to be talking about mindset, but just not mindset. Traumedy no more mindset. And some of you like, she doesn't understand English. What is that? Traumedy's no word. Yes, it is. We finalized our trademark the other day. Traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. When this happens, life-changing experience occur, and everybody goes through some type of traumedy. And yesterday when I was speaking, when I listened to this woman, her name is Toyin Crandell. Renee, put her name in there. Can I say, this woman is Nigerian. I love Nigerians. She's beautiful. She shared her story, and she was talking about money mindset. You heard me talking about Lisa Nichols when I went to her event a couple weeks ago in California, and she was talking about mindset and shifts and limiting beliefs. And that was something I used to struggle with. You notice I put it in the past, right? Because that limiting belief of I don't have enough money, I can't afford this is no longer in my wheelhouse. Yes, yes. So when Toyin, Toyin, last name Crandell, Crandell, I was watching her Instagram this morning and I had an awakening because I have been struggling with, I'm not going to say my identity or who I am, just my one niche. Has anyone ever done this? Like unmic, if you're struggling, like where you are, what you want to do, if you want to share unmic, say your name, let me hear you. I guess everyone here is exactly where they want to be in their business. And I'm so happy for you. Or maybe you're out there and you can't hear me. But for me, I have been gifted the ability to be able to do. Oh, I hear someone. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think had their hand up.
Oh,
yeah. I've been through Traumedy, bankruptcy, and I've been thinking about changing lines from engineering to computer science, and I'm not really sure what I want to do next. I'm in the decision-making phase. Probably this weekend is going to be quite intense as what I'm going to do. Whether I want to do that, whether if I want to do trading on the market, I really don't know what I want to do yet. So
I love that. I love that. So this is what I want to share with you. I don't know who on mic, but if you're watching this and if you're hearing my voice and you're like, what do I want to do? First of all, just be still. And what is it that gives you that juice, that energy? When I say juice, join us in creating energy. That's like my thing. It's all about your energy, right? And if you've ever seen the movie Sister Act, and she says, if you wake up in the morning and you want to sing, you're a singer. What is it that you feel? And really just be still and let God just give you that download that you want. And I say this because, yes, I'm a fitness guru. Let me tell you, that fitness has gotten me through all my traumas and tragedies. And that's what a traumedy is, by the way. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. We all go through them. So fitness guru, yes. Motivational speaker, inspirational speaker. I love speaking. Yes, yes. Business coach, life coach, health coach, event coordinator. I even do speaking coaching. I can do it all, right? I had a modeling agency company back in the day for children. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, Tina. If I can't even keep up with what I'm doing or where I'm going, how is anyone else? So this morning I was like, I am not getting out of bed. I'm not getting out of bed, God, until I get this download of clarity. Yes, yes. So my download of clarity is like, what is the one thing that I know and other people tell me that I'm good at? And if anyone, I'm just curious if you guys are here, when you think of Tina or Starz Tina, what's something, and don't say fitness, because that's like an obvious thing, but what is the one thing I always have? Can anyone share with me?
Energy.
Yes. Thank you, Mama. Energy. It's my energy. Thank you, Debbie. I love Debbie. Debbie, I got some good news. I got some good news coming next week, guys. Wait till next Friday comes through. Anyway, so I realized the energy is what pushes me through everything that I do. So the list can go on and on of the things that I can do amazingly, but I have to focus on that one thing. So I want to introduce to you, I'm renaming it. It's the same thing that I've done. Mind, Body, Soul Awakening. I've been doing those signature workshops, boot camps, classes, coaching. But I decided I have to reframe that in my mind so that I get it in my heart, right? And in my heart, it's traumedy no more mindset. You have to have that traumedy no more mindset if you want to get to the next level in everything in your life. If you want to make more money, and I'm going to be talking about money a lot these days, because that one thing that you're afraid of, that one thing that you're scared of, guess what? You got to lean into it. If you want to get a man, if you want to get married, if you want a wife, guess what? You got to lean into it. And God's just going to bring it into you. You can't run away from it. You can't be scared. No. So today I'm sharing 3 things that I do to have that no more traumedy mindset. But before I get there, I want you to imagine one point of your life, because I'm sure everyone's had it. It may have been in high school when you got to be class president, or it was your prom. Maybe it was when you got married, when you had a baby. I want you to think of that time in your life where everything just seemed perfect, close to perfect, just like, and I'm sure you have those moments. So don't sit there and try to act like you don't. All right. That moment. And for me, that was the year of 2016. Everything was going great in my life. Let me tell you, family. My daughter she just got picked to be a dancer for the Knick City basketball team. So she's a dancer in New York City. My son had 2 successful sneaker stores at the age of 21. Our lives were thriving. I was doing fitness. I was in the best shape of my life. Everything was just like perfect. Has anyone ever had that? Unmic and share one moment in your life that was going really good for you. Anyone?
Back in high school, yeah, it was a long time ago, but cross country, and getting everything done on time, and it was.
How did that feel? What did it feel? What did your mind? What colors? Tell me what you felt.
It was like a flow. It was, if I didn't get my running in the evening, I wouldn't feel good the next day. So it was like one after the other. It was like accomplishment after the
Yes. And they just kept coming, right? They just kept going and going. That's what happens when you're winning in life. So that moment for me was in 2016. And all 3 of us, we'd call ourselves the 3 Musketeers because it was always the 3 of us against the world. I was a single mom, but that didn't stop me. That kind of motivated me and pushed me to work even harder. And then boom, like a rocket going up in the sky, like just craziness. I got the biggest traumedy of my life. My life, I knew exactly where I was going. I knew what I was doing. And then everything changed, right? Has this ever happened to anyone where you think everything's going good and then your husband comes home and says they want a divorce, or you get that paper on your desk saying you're getting fired from your job? It's like, what? It's a shock, right? And for me, trigger warning for anyone here, that year, 2016, changed my life forever. My sonny boy, 21-year-old Jamal Gaines, was murdered. We still don't know to today who did it. All right. And I share this story with you, not to feel sorry for me, not to, cry. But yes, it is super sad. I think about him every day. But I realized that day I had to make a decision. Was I going to push through that pain, or was I going to get sad and miserable and angry and all those other feelings? I decided that day I was going to push through the pain. You know why? Because God had set me up for this already. I had already had a bunch of traumedies in my life. We're not going into that. So I wrote a book last year inspired by this family, this group here. I started my podcast last year. I always give Mary Lynn the kudos because she gave me that kick in the butt, right? I built my community, did a retreat last year, all the great things. Why? That traumedy, no more mindset. Get off of your butt and get out of that traumedy mindset. All right. You have to be able to push through that pain. And I share this because this morning when I got that clarity, I was like, oh, okay, T, you got this. But as I said, Toan Crandell, and Renee's got it going on the bottom right there, wanted women. I'm sorry. No, that's not her website, Renee. That's a different woman. I'm going to be talking about 2 women today. So Toan Crandell, what I'm talking about is I'm at Lamar Tyler's event, TSP Live in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. And we had some speakers yesterday, and Magic Johnson, that's his last name, right? The basketball player. He was supposed to be one of the speakers yesterday. And this is what I love about Lamar. He's got like that cool swag that's just like, it's confidence, cocky mixed together with the right bit of energy. And he comes on stage and he's like, I have some good news and some bad news for you. And you guys have heard this before, right? In life, someone says that to you. Magic was supposed to be the speaker. And he's like, Magic's not going to be here today. Yesterday was the debates for the presidential election and here in Atlanta. And I guess the airspace could not let private planes come through. And Magic doesn't fly commercial, so he was not able to come. And Ramon says, I have someone else. I have Damon Johnson. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of him or if you've ever seen Shark Tank or whatever. So he came through. So I've got pages and pages of notes. And just to let you know, this has been the year of training for me. I said, I want to pour into myself, right? My mindset, my business. So I'm actually going to do separate lives from each event I've gone through this year. I've been to Ramon's event, Entrepreneurs Conference. I went to Lisa Nichols' event, Ignite, Speak and Write. I went to Florida for RiseCon, and now I'm here. And Lisa Nichols says, welcome home. And Lamar has on here, you found your home, right? And so speakers are speaking yesterday, and I met 2 women that a lot of women, all right? But the first one, Toin, this morning when I was watching her Instagram, she's a singer. She's doing like she did a gospel song. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. She was talking about money mindset. But then you were allowed to do more than one thing. Did you know that? I knew that, but I didn't know that. And watching her Instagram inspired me to say, okay, Tina, drill down on that one thing that you're amazing at, which is my energy, right? And that's where I came to say, okay, Traumedy, no more mindset. And then there's another woman. Unfortunately, I don't know her name, but she's beautiful. Her husband is Andy Hernandez. Now, I follow Andy, and I saw him yesterday. I was like, Andy, I want to take Coach Cass. Thank you. I took a picture with her. We were talking. We kind of look alike. She's like a sister in my head. And I have her flyer in front of me. And this, I think maybe I got attracted to her because she talks about like love. And if you're a woman and you want love, she's like, are you married, single, divorced? I'm like, complicated. But anyway, Ramon said this to me a few months ago. I was saying, hey, I think I need a new coach. But he's like, no, Tina, you need a mastermind. And both of these now when I met Coach Cass, I was like, okay, I'm in there. I want to do that. And then when I heard Toin and I saw her Instagram this morning, I'm like, I love her too. So you have to find what works best for you, right? So today I'm giving you 3 things that I do to have that Traumedy no more mindset. And some of you probably do it already, but if you haven't, I want to invite you. The first one is your vibe is your tribe. Yes. And as I was walking around yesterday and these past few days, I feel like I can't wait to get to my new home. Yes, I said new home because I'll give info on that next week so that I can just implement all the things that I've learned. So I can just give you all the goodies from a 10 toes down solid mentality of this is where you can be if you want to be amazing. So the first one is your vibe is your tribe. Make sure my mindset is good over there. The second one is evening and morning rituals. You really, really have to dial down to those morning and evening rituals, right? You see me holding up my Bible right here. I'm claiming it, guys. I'm claiming it. I was making fun of myself a few months ago when I first got this Bible. I was like, I don't want to be a Bible thumping lady, because it's sometimes it doesn't sound too cool. At least that's what I thought, but I'm loving it, right? What are your rituals? This morning when I got up, I started scrolling on Toin's Instagram. I'm like, Tina, stop. You got to do your journal. You got to do your meditation. You have to stay committed to who you are and figure out what it is to keep you level, right? So that's the second thing. And the third one is going to events. And I want to share with you a few things that I've learned from this actual event. And it's not even over. It's not even over, all right? Yesterday was day number 1. It feels like I've been here forever. I spoke about Lamar Tyler, and he's got 3 levels to his program, or he might have more. He's even got a TV show, let me tell you. So I have to share this funny story. Ramon is here, by the way. I heard that TM's here. I haven't heard him. But again, right, that's community. That's how you're going to learn, by expanding where you are, expanding your mindset. So you have these beautiful lanyards. And I started like a couple months ago in the program, and I'm in his Propel program. That's like the very first one. And Ramon's in the mastermind. There's another one, Collective. And then I have to share this, Ramon, because it makes me laugh. Because I'm not going to say people judge you, but like we're standing there, and the other person had like a light blue badge, which means there was like the highest level. And Ramon introduced me, and the guy looks at me, and then he looks at my badge. And as soon as he looked at my badge, in my mind, I didn't do this on the outside, right? But inside, I was like, oh my gosh, right? So I say that to say this morning, Ramon, next year, I'm going to have a mastermind one, okay? I'm going to have the red mastermind around my neck next year, just pushing myself to the next level. And that's what you have to do. And, oh my Lord Jesus, what was his name, Ramon? It's so many things on my mind.
Ernest Gaines, the prophet. Ernest Gaines, the prophet.
Thank you, Ernest. So I asked him, like, why does he come into Propel? Why does he do the whole thing? And he said, 1, the accountability, but to push you even harder, to push you to do harder things, bigger things, right? He's also a bodybuilder. And he says the same reason why I do fitness and bodybuilding is because it challenges me, right? You cannot be in a room full of champions right here. You cannot be in a room full of Eagles, like you just think of the best thing in the world. That's what it is at this Lamar Tyler event, and not level up. It's going to be like, oh, that person, yes, I can do it too. So that's why I'm excited about joining the mastermind next year. That's why I'm excited about my coaching program that's just going to explode and change the world, because that's what's in my soul, right? To transform the lives. If I have to drill down, yes, it's women over 40, but it's about getting over that traumedy. So in this event, I want to share with you a couple of things. The very first speaker, there were so many speakers. I want to talk about Dennis Kimbrough. I believe I'm saying, yes, Dennis Kimbrough. He's 73 years old. He does not look it. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. So many nuggets. I'm just going to share one from him. And I want to, Renee, can you get the replays? Because I want you guys to get the replays. I'm going to send you the picture of this link, Renee. Actually, it's in my phone. But the replays, anyway, I'm putting the screen up here. There's replays for the event that I'm at right now. And 100% of the proceeds go to a nonprofit, Black and Missing. That is a nonprofit that the money goes to. And it's $99. That is it. We have to get that link up here somehow, Renee. It's a QR code. I don't know. Maybe you can see it somehow. But anyway, Dr. Dennis Kimbrough was talking. And the one takeaway I got from him, because I got pages, guys. You have to purchase this replay, and it's not even over yet, right? So Dr. Kimbrough, the one takeaway I got, because I was looking at my notes this morning, is what is your area of expertise? Right? And when I say expertise, I mean 10 toes down. Nobody can come up and say anything to you. Now, if you were to say fitness, yes, I'm a fitness guru, but I'm not going to say I'm a fitness expertise, because I don't do that 150%. Yes, I love it. Yes, I can transform lives. Yes, I can teach you how to get rid of that unwanted weight. Yes, I can teach you how to get off of your medications. Yes, I can do all that stuff, but 10 toes down, I am that woman that can take you from that traumedy out of it to a wonderful life. I am that woman that can lift you up when you have no energy. I am that woman that can give you the strength when you thought you could not go on anymore. And I think about the clients' lives that I've transformed. Yes, hello, Natasha there on Instagram. Good to see you, mama. Yes, I can help you with your speaking events. Yes, I can help you all that stuff. But the one thing 10 toes down is transforming your lives to get you out of that traumedy no more mindset. I'm going to pause for a hot second to see if anyone has any questions or comments as I pause here.
Hey, Tina, this is Ramon. I'll just say one thing, because you and I are in the same vicinity. I'm probably like feet from you. But Tina, one, it's just amazing to see you in this room with others. There's about 10 to 12 people here in my community who are at this big event. So that's one. And two, Tina, you're exactly right. When you hang with eagles, you can't help but being with eagles. And this is so important. Whichever community you're in, this BWC community, other communities you're in, and it's okay to shift communities. But I just want to say, Tina, everyone, if you're not in 2 or 3 tribes, 2 or 3 families, 2 or 3 masterminds, it's only going to limit your growth. And my growth has happened, Tina, being around people like you and others, going back to the levels. I'll just add one thing. It's not a bad thing. It's those up to 100,000 revenue. Those whose mindsets and businesses are going to $1 million or more in revenue. And so my whole mindset has shifted because, Tina, now you see I'm with people like Toyin. I'm with people like Candace, people like you. Our mindsets, when we spend $20,000 in Facebook ads, it's no longer abnormal or unique. It's regular. When we talk about generational wealth, we're not just, hope I get 60,000 a year in revenue. Screw that. We're like, how do I go to Empire and sell it? The mindset. Back to you, Tina.
Yes, the mindset. And there's all sorts of types of mindset, right? It's so funny. You're going to laugh, Ramon. I was interviewing a client yesterday because I do one-on-one coaching, but I am extremely selective now because everyone wants to talk to me, right? I'm not able to talk to everyone. And I was doing a call with a potential new client. And she's like, yeah, she's talking about what's going on in her life. And she's like, have you heard of growth mindset or fixed mindset? I looked at the phone and I was like, okay, she clearly does not know who I am. But there's many different types of mindset. You know, Tolman talks about that money mindset. What is going on in your head? And it's so beautiful, guys. Children are so precious. I want us all to get back to that childlike mentality. How many times have you seen a video on TikTok or Instagram with a child saying, you can do it, you can do anything? All children. I'm just saying that, you know, if they haven't been drilled with negative stuff, do this. We were in the car. My sister and my cousin, my sister and my niece came back from Africa. I was on my way back and we're all coming from the airport. And my grandmother was saying something. And my little niece says, "You can be anything you want to do." Screaming at my mother, "You can do anything. Yes, you can." And I'm looking at her and I'm like, so as we get older in life, we tend to get scared. Hello, Dwayne. We tend to think we can't do things, but you can. And like Ramon says, it's about the tribes that you're around. And maybe you don't have a tribe. Maybe you can't afford $20,000 to get into, you know, this best tribe or whatever. Join us on Breakfast with Champions. Create your own. And again, it's on the, Renee, I want you to put it on the bottom of the screen as well. Renee put it on the YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe so that you can get the replays of this event, because I repeat, 100% of the proceeds go to Black and Missing. All right, so I gave my little nugget from Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. I want to share a nugget that Damon Johnson did. Now, at first I was like, I don't need the replays, I'm here. And then I'm like, today I'm like, Tina, I'm looking at my notes. And if anyone's like me, I write like a chicken. I'm like, what did you write there, girl? So I'm going to have to buy the replays myself. And yeah, so Damon John, he was talking about 2 ways of how you can learn. Right? And the first way he said is by getting a mentor or by making mistakes. I ask, which of those do you want to do? I don't know about you, but I've made lots of mistakes. I'm tired of making mistakes. I want to learn from those that have done it, right? Okay, tell me what you did. So getting a mentor is so important, right? They're going to get you to the next level. I remember the first time, Susana Cabrera, all right? I met her in a Toastmasters room. And she was like, I want you to be a mentor. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. You know, so I was helping her with her speaking. And now, you know, she did all these contests. And I believe it's more than just speaking, right? It's that whole energy that people want from me. So when you think of Tina, it's that energy. So the three things, there's one more thing that Damon shared. The second one, you guys have probably heard OPM. Other people's money, like when you're growing your business and you need to do things. But he was like, no, it's not about other people's money. It's other people's mindset. Yes, you may not have that mindset of I can do anything, I can be anything, right? Because you've been drilled your entire life with negativity. And you have to have some compassion. You have to have some empathy. And yes, I'm talking to myself, because sometimes Tina gets up on her little, you know, stand. It's just like, why is this person doing this? Why is that person doing that? Maybe they don't know. Maybe some people don't know you're supposed to cover your mouth when you yawn. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. When you yawn, cover your mouth. Maybe someone was never taught that. Maybe someone was never taught that you're supposed to open the door for a lady, right? So that's why you want to get other people's mindset. Maybe you were never taught how to save money. Maybe you were never taught how to make money. And they were talking about generational wealth, right? And they were saying in the Bible, help me out if someone knows, it says it's your children's, help me out, somebody. Anyway.
Leaving an inheritance.
Say it again.
When you're leaving an inheritance for your children and your children's children.
Thank you, Christina. When you're leaving an inheritance, and everyone talks about that generational wealth, and they say the reason why in the Bible they say it's for your children's children, because let's just say you're good, right? And then you give the money to your children. Well, if you're not teaching them how to make the money, how to duplicate it, they're just going to spend it and it's gone. That's why in the Bible it says your children's children. So if you're teaching, if you're giving it to your children, you're not physically giving the money to your children's children. You're teaching your children how to do this. And sometimes, hold up, wait a minute, your children reach up and they're teaching you and supporting you. And I say that for myself, my daughter, all right, Divinity Gaines, look her up. She is amazing, living her best life in California. She actually has supported me since 2016 to I give her a lot of the credit for me pushing through that pain because I lean totally on her. You have to find that person that's going to lift you up. All right, let me tap into the 3 things that I do to have that no more traumedy mindset. As I said, the first thing, surround yourself with amazing people. Your vibe is your tribe. The second tip, stay tuned in, stay dialed in to your evening and morning rituals. If you need some help with this, tap into me. I have a free ebook I can give you that I wrote a couple years ago, Rituals and Routines to a Wonderful Life. That is what, and it shares what I do and can help you with yours. So if you want that free ebook, just DM me the word ebook and I'll get that for you. And then the third tip you want to do is go to in-person events. All right. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to go for the rest of the year, but events, but that's where it is. I have 3 minutes left in this segment. If anyone wants to unmic, have a question, comment, this is your opportunity. Otherwise, I'm just going to dial into one more story I want to share with you guys when it comes to Traumedy No More Mindset. Did anyone raise their hand? All right. Kimberly says she wants the ebook. When it comes to Traumedy No More Mindset, you have to think about what you want in life. And being in this event, I realized for me, right, I want that wonderful, actually, my life is already wonderful. You have to live each day in that present moment. I was looking at something that Will Smith, I put on my Instagram, and he was saying his father was told he had like 6 weeks to live. So every time he went to his dad, he made sure it was the best experience. Everything was wonderful. And then when he left, he made sure that was a great experience as well. And he said, why don't we do this anyway? Right? Why, when you see someone, you just don't give them the best experience just because? So when I heard this, I'm like, okay, I'm going to dive into that a little bit more. So if you didn't know, I'm ending right now, but I just want to tell you, I am Starz Tina, your life and health coach. I have an online fitness boutique studio. So if you're looking for a tribe to connect to, you can join us. We have fitness classes 7 days a week. In the summer, it's a little different because, I'm traveling and it's all that stuff, but we're still together. And we have challenges. We have group coaching. We did our vision board voyage last weekend, and we're supposed to be doing it again on Sunday, but I may be traveling because I had to change my flight, so I don't know. But we have less than a week. I think it's less than a week. What's today's date? Yeah, we're going into Q3, guys. Are you setting yourself up for success for the next year? For me, that's July. And I'm super grateful to be here. I'm here every Friday at 7 a.m., bringing you motivation, education, inspiration, all that great stuff. And I like to say transformation, transforming your mind, your body, and your soul from within with love, light. And with that, I just want to say thank you for your time. If you want to reach out to me, you can go to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Starz with a Z Tina. Again, I am Starz Tina. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'm throwing it over to Glenn Rudin. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye.
Hey, good morning, Tina. Love the energy as